For the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silent meditation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Mount Carmel area, and welcome back to MCA Live. I'm Rachel Wachowski, and here's today's announcements. Today is Monday, January 31st, Day 4. There will be a brief ski club meeting today in room 202 during homeroom for any students in grades 9 through 12 interested in joining. Students must check into homeroom first before coming to the meeting. The Interact Club will also have a meeting on today during homeroom in room 127. All high school students who are interested in joining the club should attend. There will be a freshman class meeting today during homeroom. The deadline to register for the March 12th SAT at our school is Friday, February 11th. Registration information can be picked up in the guidance office. Tickets are still on sale for the 103rd Annual Football Banquet. The banquet will be held on Sunday, February 6th at 1 p.m. at the Brady Fire Company Hall. You can purchase your tickets in the high school athletic office between the hours of 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Cost is $25 per person. Students on track and field team are selling whoopie pies for $2.50. See any member of the track team to order. Any students in grade 7 or 8th grade interested in playing softball for Our Lady Lourdes can do so by stopping in the athletic office. The cast of the musical is selling R&K subs for $7 and pretzel sandwiches for $6. Orders are due February 15th and deliver February 28th. Now here's Byrne with today's news.
The hallway of Mount Carmel area were filled with spirit on Friday afternoon. Students and teachers came out to show support for the MCA competitive cheer team. The JV cheerleaders led the way, chanting down the halls. The varsity cheerleaders were led by 3 senior captains, Elise Mikowski, Liv Zazalki, and Maddie Forte. Music from the loudspeakers helped fill the halls with positive energy as they made their way out of the school to the sweetest place on earth. The support the MCA students and staff showed helped the cheerleaders enter the competition with confidence. MCA has only had a competition team for 2 years, so making it to states in their second year is an exceptional achievement. The girls ended up finishing 9th in the state. Congratulations on a great season. We introduced you to the James Webb telescope in a previous broadcast. This telescope is a very big deal. It is the most powerful space telescope ever built. Scientists hope that the James Webb Space Telescope will be able to capture images of galaxies formed more than 13 billion years ago, and it will search for signs of life in outer space. Last week, the Webb telescope made it to its final destination. It is orbiting the sun about 1 million miles from Earth. If all goes well, we will have the first history-making photos in about 6 months. You can track the telescope on its journey right on NASA's website. We'll be right back with KDN Sports.
On Saturday, both the boys and girls basketball team traveled to Southern Columbia to take on the Tigers. Both varsity games were back-and-forth battles with evenly matched teams.
The boys' teams both came out strong in the high-scoring first half. MCA found themselves down by only 1 point at halftime. Southern fell into a groove in the second half, outscoring MCA for the win. The final score was Southern 64 and Mount Carmel area 57. Leading scorers were Pedro Feliciano with 17 and Cole Spears with 12. Next up were the varsity girls. Both MCA and Southern came into the matchup as number 1 and 2 in District 4 play. With both teams being pretty evenly matched, it was a back-and-forth battle throughout the whole game. MCA found themselves down by 4 at the half, and at the end of the 3 quarters, we were down by 7. Knowing the fourth quarter had to be big, MCA came out and scored 16 points and limited Southern to only 9 in the quarter. This tied the end of the regulation score to 53-53 and sent it into overtime. MCA then entered not 1, not 2, but 3 overtime periods. At the end of 3 overtime periods, MCA fell short by 2 points, and the final score was Southern 68, MCA 66. Leading scorers from Mount Carmel were Alyssa Reisinger with 26 and Katie Wachowski with 14, including 4 3-pointers. Yesterday, the girls bounced right back from their loss to Southern and won big over Mahanoy area. MCA dominated all aspects of the game and won with a final score of 52-17. Ava Chapman led all scorers with 16 points, and Mia Chapman and Sydney Reed each had 8. The 8th grade boys basketball team also faced Southern in a very close game. At the end of the regulation, the game was tied 44-44, sending it into overtime. Southern outscored MCA 13-7 in the overtime period, earning Southern the win. The final score was 57-51. Leading scorers were Jude Lazicki with 25 and Jalen Delaney with 8. The freshman team also lost to Southern with a final score of 46-35. High scorers were Jude Lazicki with 21 and Tate Imes with 7. Tonight in sports, junior high boys basketball will host Bloomsburg. 7th grade will tip off at 6 p.m. and with 8th grade and freshmen following. And finally in sports, the teams heading to the Super Bowl were decided last night. The Los Angeles Rams and Cincinnati Bengals punched their ticket to the big game. Stay tuned for more details on the game. And back to Rachel at the news desk.
In Buffalo, New York, a new winter outdoor activity is taking the city by storm. Ice biking is the newest thing, and people are flocking to ice rinks to try it out. The concept is simple. Picture a regular bicycle with a sled-like bottom attached to it. Pedaling the bike will cruise you across the ice. It's much easier than ice skating because the bikes are stable and do not require you to balance it on the ice. The bikes give non-skaters a chance to try out the ice and have fun. The ice bike also allows those with disabilities to get outside and enjoy skating. You may soon see ice biking become the newest outdoor activity across the country. Today's lunch is cheesesteak sub, breaded chicken sandwich, fries, and fruit cocktail. Tomorrow's breakfast, to be announced. That's all for today. Congrats to MCA cheerleaders on a successful season. Have a great day, MCA.